Good day everyone and welcome to another episode on the WorldCraft server. My name is 13-4 and I hope you have a good time today. Well, you just saw me build this extension to the platform where we have some crimson nilium or nalium, and we also have some warped nalium here, which is really nice to light up. And this is because in the course of gathering up materials for our map art, we also needed some nether wood or nether tree materials like the warped planks, crimson hyphae, warped nether wart blocks. So that was some work that needed to be done in order to keep building our materials. And you might also notice that on the right side of the screen, I have very little money left. I only have 10,000 in the bank left, and I only have 16.28 left, or $16.28 left in my wallet. That is because I had to buy a lot of materials like emerald blocks and so on for the map art. So now we finally have all the materials we need, like all of this. Thankfully Hanzori gave us these glass blocks for basically free. But yeah, now we're gonna head out to the map art area and start working on the map art itself. Let's go! Alright, we have once again reached the map art area, and here we have all the materials we need in order to build our map art. So we have almost 3 double chests of just black wool, we have some light blue wool, some white wool, lapis, deep slate, and some terracotta, lots of wood. That's not going to be enough, but it's lots of wood to start with. And then we have all of these assorted other materials, including the 9 stacks of emerald blocks, 6 of which I had to buy. I was only able to produce 3 of these emerald blocks, so we'll have to figure out some way of producing our own emeralds at some point. But yeah, this was a lot of materials we needed to gather. So that was over the span of 2 or 3 days in real life, just me grinding out all of these resources. And so we are finally ready to start with our map art. And to do that, we're going to start on this left side over here, where I am currently standing. And we're going to start the southern end of the map. And we're going to start making staircases of slabs and carpets that reach up all the way from here over to the other side, 128 blocks that way, and it will all be covered in black carpet in order to build, or to start building rather, the black background to our logo image. It's gonna take quite a while, and it's kind of boring for a time lapse, so I'm just gonna do it and then give an update once we have some progress. So now we have our first 4 8x8 mini chunks, which corresponds to a chunk's worth of progress done, which is basically 1/64 or 1/64th of the whole map art done. It only took me a few minutes, but it's a few minutes of just me placing these blocks in a set pattern. I have them in a staircase so that we have the darkest color possible in the map, or the darkest color of black possible in the map. So we're going to continue this. So we're going to continue this until we reach all the way to the top of the map over there. Okay, let's continue. So here we have our first column of 8x8 mini chunks, and we are reaching just below the cloud layer. And if we stand on top of these blocks, then we are in the cloud layer. So at this point, we can't even see the bottom really. Like, I try, but yeah, you can't really see the bottom, especially with all these clouds below us. Let's look here. Yeah, like, you don't know where the bottom is. You just gotta guess. So this is the first column of mini blocks. I'm gonna be continuing this black background on the right side and on the top and the bottom as well. So we're gonna frame or make the background for the lettering of WorldCraft. So now we're gonna jump and we're gonna sleep. Let's jump around here and let's go! Whee! Splash. Alright, let's pick up some more. And we do have some more spruce slabs on us. Then let's pick up some more black wool. Convert those into carpet, and then let's sleep. Alright, let's go. So, we now have the first 8 leftmost chunks done, which means we're exactly 1/8 done with our map art. So, this is how it looks like. We now have this staircase of black carpet, which corresponds to the black background, and we now have this quartz slabs, white and light blue wool, some warped helium and slabs over there. Over there we have some emerald blocks, some grass blocks, some prismarine bricks as well, and just a mix of blocks that correspond to the different colors of this map. Now each block corresponds to 1 pixel on the 128 by 128 map, which means that minimum I need to place at least 16,384 blocks in order to build this map. But since I am building them in this staircase sort of manner, in order to have the lighter and darker colors, there's around 10,000 more blocks that I have to place just for these bottom bits here that I place the actual carpet and so on. Alright, let's now continue working on this, and we'll give another progress update once we have a fair bit of progress on this map. So I tried to make another portal out here in the map art area just so the travel is easier between my base and the map art area. However, when I tried to ignite the portal, I'm not allowed to do this in the wilderness. I guess it makes sense because the server doesn't want players to just light fires willy-nilly. However, I kind of hope that there's an exception for lighting a portal, but I guess it's fine. I'm gonna check whether we can do this with dispenser with the flame charge, for example, just to see whether that works. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to take the boat to and from my base and the map art area. Okay, let's actually keep working now. Here we are, nearly a week later in real life, and we are finally halfway done with our map art. So this is the left side here with all the black carpets reaching up into the sky, to the night sky. And there we have the right side of our map art also reaching up into the night sky. And yeah, we now have WTHIT, and we are now working on the L next. So around here maybe is where we'll start working on that. And then we are gonna continue working on our map art through the next week or so until we are able to finish. But let's show something else that we have been working on. Marketplace. Let's go over to the stalls. And show off our new stall, which is selling a suggestion form. Now, the map art for WorldCraft logo is planned to be the first of hopefully many map arts to be released onto the server. And I am taking suggestions for which person or logo I should do next. And so I am sending these suggestion forms that people can rename and put into this hopper, which will be put into this chest over here. So yeah, I do hope to get a few sales of those because that would be my initial funds for building the next map art. Because every map art is very resource intensive, very resource expensive, especially in terms of terracotta, dyes, and lots of other resources that I will need if I am short on wool, for example, I would need to buy the rest. And so I will need a lot of funds in order to even just break even from my map art projects. And so I set up the shop to start my capital. Okay, let's go back and continue our map art. And with that, we have finished our map art. It took us several more hours of building, a couple of live streams, several live streams in fact. But yeah, we have now finished our map art and it looks amazing. Just look at this. Just look at how crazy this build is once it's been finished. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, because that's just quite the sight to see. So yeah, we're gonna go back to our base now. And lock this map so that we can no longer change the map. And for that, I'll need a couple of pieces of paper and some wood for a cartography table. Some glass panes as well. Let's see. Log. Ooh, rain seems to be ending. That's great. Only one piece of paper there though. Wait now. There you go. Two more there. Here, let's make our cartography table. There you go. Then let's place it somewhere. Where shall we place it? I don't know. Here in the villager area? Well, I want to use that for something else though. Maybe here instead. And then let's pick up another map that's more of those. I need the compass. I could have a cartography villager, I guess, but so I can have basically free maps. But let's lock this map first before anything else. So for that, we're gonna need some glass panes. Do we have enough glass in here? Not really. Okay. Let's take an emerald, get some glass from one of our librarians. Do you have one? Yes, you do. Great. Let's make ourselves some glass panes so that we can lock our map. So F. It is now locked. And so no matter what happens now to the actual build, this map should no longer change. Just look at that. Doesn't it look amazing? I'm thinking I'm gonna have a copy of one of my maps always in my offhand. Okay, so now it is time for us to duplicate this map and start selling it in the shopping district. Let's go. Well, I was scared that this would take so long, but it looks like it's exponential in terms of how many you can duplicate any one time. So now we have all 51 maps. One of them will be for me and 50 would be for sale. Okay, let's go set up a shop in the marketplace. And here we have our addition to the shop. We are now selling the WorldCraft logo photo card, and we have numbered it 000 since this is our first one, and it is not necessarily player suggested design, but this is the official WorldCraft logo, or one of the official WorldCraft logos, and it is now for sale. We have 50 for sale, but we already have 2 sales, so that is why I now have $5,000 in my wallet. And that is amazing. So we have already partially recouped our costs or our expenses in building this map art, and that's amazing. So now we should start work on the next map art, which has already been suggested, and it is this person. So I'm so excited to start on that one. I've already found an image of them that looks decent enough as a map. So I will start working on that on the next episode. For now, I hope that more people buy the map so that I can continue regathering the cost and getting the expenses for the next map, because it's gonna be quite expensive. I've just checked the materials list and it is quite the materials list, especially in terms of terracotta, which is like $6 per block, or $3 if I'm able to buy it from someone. But yeah, I'm so excited to start on that. But that's gonna be quite the project. So if you want to see the grind, make sure to subscribe. But for now, the grind continues. Goodbye, everyone.